Hey guys, Midget here and welcome to another video on my Walking Dead channel. Today I'm bringing you the top 5 moments of Season 4. In fact, just before I get into my top 5, I want to give 2 honourable mentions. And the first honourable mention in the top 5, but it's not actually in the top 5, is the chopper falling down in Season 4. It was in the first episode, 30 Days Without an Accident, where Bob smashes the wine bottle or alcohol bottle, and everything just starts going to shit. Basically, all the walkers start hearing the smash and start just falling through the roof, and the chopper eventually falls down. And it's just a really good moment. As in, it's just a very big moment. They put a lot of money into that moment, just to make it very epic, and I think it deserves an honourable mention. Also, Patrick being infected, you don't really get what he has until obviously he falls down and zombifies, and it's just a really cool moment. You're seeing how, again, it's just so easy to die in the zombie apocalypse. All we thought he had a flu, and then out of nowhere he dies, so it's just really, really cool moment. But now into my top 5, guys. So in 5th place we have Rick kicking Carol from the group, sorry. They obviously meet Sam and his girlfriend, and Carol helps them. She lets them come back into the camp, and when they're going back, Carol and Rick goes, "You're not coming with us. I wouldn't want you there. Tyrese wouldn't want you there," etc., etc. And it's just really emotional because Carol's there from basically the first season, and she just transforms, and you start to grow in love with her, you know what I mean? And obviously she still has a lot of things to do in the show. For example, a lot of people think hook up with Daryl, and that's not going to happen, so you're waiting for Daryl's reaction, and you don't know when she's going to come back, if ever she's going to come back. It's just whether she's going to meet another group or get killed. It's just really intense and suspenseful. You don't know what's going to happen with her, so it's just really good moment. And in the 4th best moment is when Daryl blows up the tank. This episode's in Too Far Gone, when everything goes to crap. Daryl just runs in, almost dies, doesn't he? When all Daryl fans shit themselves when that walker was behind him, he uses him as a human shield, kills 2 people, and gets a grenade and fucking puts it down a tank, and the tank blows up, and he kills Mitchell, doesn't he? Gets him straight in the heart. It was just a really epic moment from Daryl. Again, showing why he's one of the most favourable characters in the show, because he's a pure badass. Other people won't think of doing the shit that he does, but he sometimes somehow does it, and that's why he's Rick's wingman. You could say he's the 2nd best character in the show, so I guess that explains a lot. But in the third best moment, the top 3 are all deaths. Joe's death is in number 3 because it was just just the way you think he's nice, and then it's just the way you think he's nice, and he just meets Daryl's former group, and the group he's in love with, basically, if you know what I mean. He's just bonded with, and he doesn't let Daryl talk to him. He thinks Daryl's lying, etc., etc. And obviously he gets Daryl. Well, he tells his group to beat Daryl up and practically kill him. He tells Rick that they're gonna kill Michonne, they're gonna kill Carl, and then gonna kill him. And the guy jumps on Carl and just makes him all uncomfortable. Not really rape, but it just makes him all uncomfortable, and Rick gets pissed off, and just it's really funny when he fights him. He's like, "What are you gonna do, Rick?" And then he just bites him and takes his half his fucking he's just relax. Yeah. It's just really epic moment. You'd never expect it from Rick, because Rick's a good man, and then he just practically does a bit of cannibalism, if you know what I mean. And he's just whoa, Rick's totally lost it now. Because remember, at the start of season 1, he wanted to be a good man, but now he's just completely gone past that, and he doesn't trust anybody. And yeah, and also when he just fucking kills the shit out of that dude that was on Carl. It's leave this guy with me, and he's no, I'm alright, and then he just fucking stabs him like 8 times. But that's my third top moment. In the second top moment, it comes from Too Far Gone. The top two come from Too Far Gone, and I think you understand what they are now. So in second place is Herschel's Death. It's really unpredictable because, you know, the governor is I've seen unpredictable a lot, but as unpredictable as the governor is, you would never think he would kill Herschel, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, he goes, I don't want to kill anybody, I just want the prison. And Rick tries to talk him into it, right? But he still kills Herschel. But surely he'd have to kill Michonne because she's the one that killed his daughter, made him lose an eye. He's just practically his worst enemy at this point, and she says she's going to kill him, and he knows that she's a good hunter, etc. So I don't understand why he wouldn't kill Michonne, and it just goes to shit really quickly. Too Far Gone. Obviously by killing Hershel, I don't think the impact would be as much if they killed Michonne. I think it'd still be like, you know, sad, but Rick's group would win instead of having to retreat because Maggie and Beth were in no position, in no state to cope with what was happening. You know, they've got the emotional rush of their father dying, they're crying and shaking because the father's dead, and if Michonne died, they'd just be like, no, and just carry on, you know, proper serious. So I think Herschel's death made the finale even more epic than it would be by killing Michonne, so I think that's why they did it. And in first, obviously, it's Michonne keeping a promise to kill the governor, as when the governor's beating the shit out of Rick, and you just think it's all over and Rick's fucking dead. Michonne just comes out of nowhere, gets a katana, puts it straight through the governor. He's a tough son of a bitch. Sorry I'm swearing a lot, but he's a tough son of a bitch to bloody survive. He just gets a stingy through his head, through his chest. He just gets a katana through his chest, and he's like coping. He's like, you know, having taken his last breath before Lily puts him out of his misery. And I won't say puts him out of his misery because she's nice. She absolutely hates him at this point because they didn't need the prison, and her daughter died because of it. So basically that. And yeah, guys, so this was my top 5 moments of season 4. The top 5 moments of season 5 will come after the season's ended, so we're far enough from that now. But anyway, if you did enjoy this episode, guys, make sure you go hit the like button below on you. So this is Mijay. I'm going to see you guys later. Peace out.